So I'm just going to show you guys this last little part. There's an officer that refused to give her name. You're going to see her in just a minute. In the state that this person is from, it's against the law for an officer not to give their name. They don't have to give their badge number, I don't think, but they have to give their name. They should give their badge number or the ID number, but they don't have to. I'm going to pause and talk and stuff through this video. If you don't like that, you don't have to watch my channel. I'm going to pause. That's just what happens. The link will be in the description if you want to go watch the whole video. It's like 25 minutes, I believe the whole video is. But we're going to listen to what... You're going to see the officer come out and give her name and apologize, which most officers would not do that. But this officer does, so we'll give her a little bit of credit for that. But this guy right here that you're seeing on the screen, he's definitely a tyrant, guys. Definitely, for sure, a tyrant. So here we go.
I understand your job title.
Okay.
I understand. It's usually officer safety, but you know. Your chief's too scared to come out here and talk to me, or? Your chief, he came out here real quick and then he just kind of scattered. Why is that?
Because he's in a meeting with the town manager.
Is he?
Which is a pre-scheduled meeting with the town manager and a citizen of the town of Essex.
Just an excuse. He was not doing any of that shit that this dude's saying. He actually opened this door and talked to this guy earlier in the video. You guys, like I said, you have to go watch the whole video. It's press NH now. The link will be in the description. You guys will be able to click on it and go straight to the video. Definitely let him know that I sent you guys over there and give him a like. Very good auditor. So go check him out. But like I said, this officer's gonna come out and apologize.
Okay. All right. Good enough.
Here in a minute. Which I'm kind of shocked. This
Officer Courtney Hall. Okay?
Courtney what?
Courtney Hall.
Call. C-A-L-L. Do you have a badge number?
175.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Lieutenant? Sergeant?
Sergeant, yeah.
Sergeant.
Thank you.
All right. I appreciate that.
So most officers wouldn't have done that, but it's a law, and she broke it. She saved her ass by coming out and saying something because this guy told her she had to. That's what happened. You could tell she was pissed off that she had to do it.
Very professional.
Now this officer's going to turn it around and try to make it seem like the auditor's in the wrong because the auditor called this girl out. So he's going to come up with a reason to make him in the wrong. Pay attention. Like I said, if you don't want me to pause it, go to the link in the description. You can go straight to the video and watch it yourself.
Okay. So, I understand whatever you want to do is freedom of speech. If we have victims of a crime coming into our lobby to speak with our dispatchers,
Yep.
you are not entitled to record.
100% I am. This is a public lobby.
Oh my God, this is the one of the main bosses at this fucking police department, and they don't know the fucking law. This is the problem. This is why there's auditors, guys, because these fucking cops don't know the fucking law. If you're in a public lobby, it doesn't matter who the fuck comes in, you can record them. Should you record them? You could pick which people shouldn't be recorded and should be recorded. But by law, you can record anybody that comes in that fucking lobby. It's up to them to make privacy. Bring them in the back, bring them in that room that's behind him, cover the windows. It's their job to make sure the victim that comes through that door gets brought to the back. It's their job, not the auditors. And the auditor can record whatever they see.
No expectation of privacy in public.
Someone that comes in here to report a crime to us?
Yep. You bring them in that room right there, interview room. Create your own privacy.
Yep. You're going to be standing right out here trying to report to the door. Is that what you're...
I wouldn't do that. I'm not that rude. I'm not as rude as she was.
Okay.
I could tell you that.
Okay.
But no, I can film in here if I want to. It is a publicly accessible area. There's no expectation of privacy. See how you try to push directives on people who... No, see, hold on, Sergeant. See, I already know the law. Okay, and you guys take advantage of people that don't know the law and who don't know their rights. And when of course you are, because now.
If you have people that come in here, say a woman was just assaulted by her boyfriend.
Yeah.
She wants to come in.
Take her to the back. It's a public lobby. You can record anything in public. When are these cops going to get in their head?
And report that to us. And
Yep.
she's crying in our lobby.
Yep.
Asking for help.
Yep.
And you're there recording it. You don't have a problem with that?
Okay, we're not going to flip this around. What I'm telling you, though, if there is a victim in here, let me train you on something. If there is a victim in here, okay, in that situation, what I advise you to do is bring them into one or two of those interview rooms and put a shade over it. Or you could bring them into the back over there into another interview room where there's privacy.
Now he's gonna give another excuse. Here it comes.
What you do. You don't kick me, hold on, I'm not done speaking. You don't kick me out. Okay, you create your privacy. That is the law.
Okay. You need to also understand that if an officer isn't in the station, this victim has to talk to our dispatchers through that glass.
Okay.
And the dispatcher can also tell them to go to the back or go into one of these fucking rooms. The dispatcher can do that. Ma'am, if you have a problem, go sit in that room over there. They have the room windows covered. She goes in, she sits in there and waits for the officer to come in. The dispatcher doesn't even have to talk to her then. They can send them straight into that room. This dude's just making excuses because this auditor pissed him off because he called one of his officers out for breaking the fucking law. That's what's happening here. So he's coming up with all kinds of lame-ass excuses to try to break this auditor's, to make it where this auditor's breaking the law, and the auditor's not. This officer making up laws is breaking the law.
The dispatcher can't leave dispatch and come in here and take him to the room so they can have their
Yes, they
privacy
can.
and find out what the call is about, what her issue
Yes,
is.
they can.
Mhm.
Okay? If she comes in here and she's crying and she's upset, and the dispatcher talking to her at that window.
Look, I would take my time out of my way, okay, to see what is actually happening, and I would move myself out of that position, okay?
Well, I would hope so.
I would, depending on the situation. Now, if I want to, legally, I can stay in this lobby. Let's get that right.
Okay.
The only thing I'm saying is that I do have a decency, okay, for respect to people and victims.
Bring victims into the closet and see this is
I would hope so.
Until an officer is available to come in here and talk to someone
Yeah.
and be in our lobby. Okay? I know you want to, whatever purpose you have right now, I go, that would intimidate a victim that wants to come in here and report a crime.
I
Now
understand.
you are intimidating.
Oh my God. Now you're intimidating them. No, you're not. He's in fucking public. Get it through your fucking head. You need to train your dispatch that if a victim comes in, to put him in the room till an officer gets there. It's not that fucking hard.
Someone that may have been victimized, you're making them feel victimized again because you're saying, I can record you here because this is a public space and I don't care.
And he can record them there. It's the fucking law. You're a law officer, not a fillings officer. You might not like it, but fix it by saying, telling your dispatcher to tell him to go sit in that room there. It's not that fucking hard.
I've been in those situations, Sarge, okay, where I have displaced myself from that situation because that is private information. And if you're not willing to be professional and create that for them, then I will. Okay? See how I flip that?
There's no flipping.
There is flipping. You're turning this all around on me like there's a victim in here right now or something.
That's exactly what he's doing.
I never implied that whatsoever.
Look, I'm only here for education, okay? I'm only here to exercise my rights, to show people how to exercise their rights, for you to not step on our rights, okay? And not to violate them. And I need you guys to uphold the laws just as much as we are upheld to the same ones, okay? And that law was for your officer to identify, and we got that straight, and I appreciate that.
Okay.
It was very big of her to come back out here and apologize and actually identify, and I appreciate that. And she's
Okay.
going to look a lot better than she did beforehand,
Okay.
okay? And a lot of people are going to see this video, and they're going to appreciate that also, all right? So you guys turned it around, okay? And that's what I'm here for, is to make
No,
sure...
there was a scenario like that. I didn't turn it around.
No, I'm saying we turned this whole thing around from how it first started with me
Okay.
recording on the
Alright.
side of the street. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I know there's people here for you to take care of. I appreciate your service, and I appreciate you.
I don't appreciate this cop at all. This dude's a tyrant. It's the only way to look at him. He's trying to trample on your rights. That's what this guy was just trying to do to this auditor, trample on his rights. I don't like this guy. I think this guy here is a tyrant. Will trample on your rights. If this dude didn't have a phone, this dude would probably be under arrest with some made-up bullshit law and behind those doors already in jail. The only reason he's not is because he's recording, which everybody should do. If you ever have to deal with a cop, you have a phone in your pocket, even if it has a crappy camera, turn that motherfucker on and record the police officer if you have to deal with them. Because they will lie to you and trample your fucking rights any way they freaking can. Any way they can. There are great cops out there, guys. There are super awesome cops out there. I've met some amazing cops in my lifetime. But there are bad cops out there too, and you gotta watch out for them. Because they don't think they have to follow the law like you. So record them all.